The next stop is On the Radar Radio.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. Detroit in the building. Skilla, baby, in the building. My guy.
My guy.
How are you today?
I'm chilling.
First day in New York?
Yeah. Like this trip.
This trip. How many trips you had taken out here now?
This my third one.
Your third one? Okay. You like New York?
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about it?
The Dominicans.
The Dominicans. Okay. Okay. Where do you be going to find the Dominicans in New York?
They told me to go to Dykeman.
Have you gone to Dykeman yet?
No.
You waiting to? Wait till summertime.
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 Go on.
Come plan a trip back here in the summertime. Go to Dykeman, and then come back and see me and tell me about the incredible night you had. Trust.
Go on, too. I went to Vanity last night.
Okay, how was it?
Yeah, I had a good night. For sure.
Everybody, you know what? I don't need to know. Well, I'm happy to have you here, bro.
I'm happy to be here.
I've been hearing a lot about you for a long time. And it's been dope. Like I feel like I keep having this conversation with a lot of people from Detroit about like the beautiful place that like the music scene is in over there now. Like just like everybody's coming up all at once, and it's just kind of been like the spotlight is on y'all right now.
For sure.
Have you been feeling that lately?
Yeah. If we in a good space, I think a lot of people doing a lot of good things, and it's positive. That's why I like it, because it's like positivity.
Yeah, because I think it's even like when I first started doing interviews in person again, one of the first people who I did in person was Baby Money, right? And it was just crazy because at the time, it was like he was just coming up. It was before he was signed to QC, and we were just talking about like the state of Detroit, right? And Detroit's always had incredible rappers coming out, but he's like, nah, watch, like there's like gonna be this wave, and this wave is gonna go crazy. And then now, like looking a year later where he's at, where you're at, it's like, damn, man, it's like.
Yeah, that's one of my closest friends growing up too.
Really? So y'all were linked up for a long time?
Yeah, I knew him since I was young, like young.
Did y'all go to school together or?
No, we just like we all grew up in the streets and stuff. So like, he was outside, I was outside. Like, you know, I used to come to his neighborhood. Like before I used to come to his neighborhood though, we both used to hoop like recreational stuff, and like we used to hoop against each other for the money and shit like that. So it was like we just grew up together.
Now, was there ever any conversations about music back then between the two of y'all?
Nah, not for real.
No.
I ain't really think I was gonna make it on some music stuff, and I don't think he was on that either. Like it just ended up being a hobby of ours, and it just worked out for real.
It's crazy because I had someone on the show. They're like, sometimes like with the music stuff, it's not that you want it, but you just become chosen. You know what I'm saying? Do you kind of feel like that with y'all?
For sure. I think that's how it is for a lot of people in Detroit, though. Like, I think we was motivated by other people that was doing it, and it ended up working out for real.
Right. Because I know I had watched like a little clip from another interview, and you were like, you don't care about being famous. You don't care about like the fame and all that stuff like that.
It just worked for my business and my brand.
Right. So how are you able to kind of like separate, like, because you know when you're young and when you're coming up like this too, it's like it's very easy to get caught up in like the going out, the Dominicans, the this, the that. Like, how are you able to like mentally separate like that side of like the fame and all that from like just the work?
See, On the Radar is Skilla, baby. The Dominicans is me. I wanted to go see the Dominicans. That's how I separated. I still do normal stuff that I want to do. I still go outside, play basketball, stuff like that. Like, I try not to take my work home with me.
Okay. Is it ever hard for you to go out and do normal stuff? Because, you know, obviously, like, in this day and age, right, everybody's always saying being a rapper is, like, the most dangerous job. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you ever, like, think about that when you go out and you try to go do the regular stuff that you're used to doing?
I don't be really thinking about that part of it, like how dangerous it is. It just be more so like at home. It's just like everybody know me at home, so it's like I can't just go to a gas station by myself like I would normally do, like just walk to the corner store. Like for a minute, like last year, I was like go out my complex and like walk to the store and shit, and then like whine and them be mad at me and shit. So I just had stopped doing it for real.
You know what it is, and somebody kind of brought this up to me earlier today, it's like when you reach like a certain level of your career, it's like you're always going to think about yourself as like who you were before you had all this on your neck, right? And before you had the millions of streams or whatever. Like, you think of yourself as Skilla baby from Detroit, from the hood, just hanging out, chilling, playing basketball, whatever. But then they're like, but you never think about how other people outside perceive you. Because, like, you know, he could perceive you and be like, oh, that's that rapper I fuck with. And you just walking down the block, whatever. And then somebody else could perceive you and be like, oh, that's that rapper who I could get a come up off of.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
It'd be all type of stuff like that. So Slim cripple as hell.
Hey, my brother, I'm sorry we don't have an elevator in here. My apologies. That was the one thing I didn't like about this place.
Oh my God.
So you're more careful now when you like go out and stuff like that, like outside of, I guess, of Detroit.
Yeah, I try to be careful as possible outside of Detroit and in Detroit, cause shit, I've been shot before. It wasn't even on no rap shit. It's just I've been shot before, so I know how dangerous life is for real, for real.
Yeah.
Like, you think they won't, but they really will.
Right.
You know.
Have you ever had like a fan interaction that you were like, I don't know, has like a fan ever run up on you that you were like, oh shit, like, and then it just was just like, oh, it's just a regular.
No, my fans love me. Like, people love me. Like, I don't really get too much bad energy because I don't give off bad energy. I try to give as much positive energy. Of course, it's people that be out there that be in shitty moods that just might just want to be on some bullshit, but they don't really be on there with me. I give off good energy. Like, I'm a positive guy, so I just feel like that's why I just get a lot of positive energy.
Right. Speaking of positive energy, because I want to commend you for this thing that you're doing. I actually wrote down your prom season's coming up.
Yeah.
And you're going to be giving away buying 5 students and their dates outfits this year. Mm-hmm. And you're going to show up to their prom, what are they, pre-prom send-offs? Yeah. That's fire, bro. Mm-hmm. I love that. You came up with that?
Yeah. I try to do something for the kids, like, often, though. Like, that's not the only thing I do. I don't charge kids or nothing like that. Like if I come for the kids, I'm coming for the kids. I ain't really. I remember being a kid. They really the future. So it's just like, I know if I had a rapper come to my school or somebody that I looked up to come deal something for me, might have changed my future forever. You don't know what people be going through.
Right. And like, especially like, you know, I think we talk about prom season or like back to school season a lot, and people are always like, oh, look, they're going to do another prom thing or another back to school thing and be like, oh, that's all you're doing. But like, I don't think, you know, regular folks realize how much that like those extra school supplies and prom dresses and suits for the boys like actually like can change how someone perceives themselves too. It's like you said, it's like a rapper showing up to my school who I fuck with. It's like, it's inspirational, but if the rapper's also, you know, buying the outfits, it's like you making them feel good, look good, and like you don't know how that can mentally change them and in a positive way for that, not just that night, but like for the rest of their life too. Mm-hmm. Like, oh yeah, I look good in a suit. You know what I'm saying? I think that's really dope that you do that.
That's hard.
You think about it like that too?
I just think about it like, I don't really go to church and I ain't really religious. Like, I'm spiritual. I believe in God. I just feel like that's how I'm gonna get my blessings. I put good out into the world and good to come back like to me. Right. So I be feeling like if I got it to help somebody, I will. I don't really look at it like I want people to know. I only put it on Instagram because I needed all the kids to know. I didn't want it to be easy for them because nothing easy in life, so I gave them a task to do.
Right.
And then I didn't want to put it on Instagram because I'm not like that. Like, if I help somebody out, I don't want it to be broadcasted. Like, I don't want you to record me giving a bum on the street or a homeless man, like a homeless person some money or something. I don't want to be recorded doing that because it's a good deed. That's what I was supposed to do.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely understand that. I think that there's a fine line because I feel like sometimes, like, not you specifically, but like, we should show what artists are doing out here for their communities and just giving back in that sense too, because, you know, media loves to portray rappers a certain way, but it's like, yo, if you look at someone like yourself or any other artist who's doing something good just to give back, whether it be on a big level or even, you know, just helping somebody out on the street, I think, like, you know, that should be shown just because it's like, look, at the end of the day, like, we're all human beings and you're doing something beautiful for your community. So like, you know, the media is quick to portray like the negative shit, but then like when it comes to like, oh hey, look what Skilla's doing for the kids, or look what he's doing for the guy on the street, it's like they don't want to portray that. So I think that, like, you know, I know you don't want to post it on Instagram, but I think that it's good that you do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I get it though. Don't worry, I get it.
Yeah, I just know how it is too. Also, like I grew up less fortunate. Like I wasn't like the poorest kid in the world, but I didn't get everything I wanted and stuff like that. So I know how I feel to like not have. So it's just like that should be embarrassing sometimes. So like you never know. Like I said, you never know. A kid might be going through it at home, having less than others and stuff like that. That might affect them at school or affect how their mood or anything like that. So I just rather if I could change one person's life or help one person out, I feel like I did good. Like,
Right. I love that. And you got a lot of ice on you today. I know my camera guy Cal was asking how many you got. You said you got 3 on. This a light day for you?
Yeah, I got 3 today.
Are these your favorite pieces?
This one really my favorite piece. I really let somebody else wear my other pieces, so I just was like, I'm gonna wear these.
Why is that one your favorite piece?
It's my biggest one and it represent my brand the most. Like it just stand out. It stand out and it cost it the most.
How much did it cost? I'm afraid to ask.
Oh, this
Yeah.
it's like 130,000-40,000.
Damn.
Altogether.
Damn. It's heavy.
Yeah.
You ever get tired of wearing them?
No.
No.
I mean, I worked hard for it. I just feel like I don't really value jewelry though. Like I don't really value. I only got it because it just makes me stand out. It makes people look at me a different way. Right. It's like bad and good with it. Like it's pros and cons to it. It make people treat me different. Yeah. Like in a good way and a bad way. Like so like rappers need it. Like upcoming rappers like myself. Like where I'm from, this means something to people. Yeah. It don't mean nothing to me like it does because it's my money, but jewelry don't make me me. I feel like I could be Skilla baby without the jewelry. It's the perception and the image.
Do you think every upcoming rapper needs like something like that? Like to be not taken seriously, but
it depends on what's your demographic of people and your target audience. True. See, my target audience is like kids that's in the streets, grown-ups that's in the streets, and then like females that like street niggas. So with that, like they like this type of stuff. They like the flashy guy. Another man target audience, like what's the guy Logic? Logic didn't need no jewelry because he's targeting people that's not in the streets. He's targeting people that like depressed people and stuff like that, like more probably like more Caucasian community and stuff like that. So it's just like it's about knowing your target audience. Like it's like numbers matter, like in analytics and stuff. If you really look up, you will know what you need if you know who listen to you, like who you selling something to.
Right. I think that's something important because like people don't really like artists sometimes may not like fully understand their demographic, and that's kind of where they go wrong when they put out music. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Like if they stop catering to the people who, like you said, you mentioned like the people who support you is like you put something out that they don't like, and then it's like shit. We not fuck with Skilla like that no more. You know what I'm saying?
But some artists try to force something different and try to be different onto a demographic of people that don't want that. Like I was just telling somebody, I think I was telling my cousin, like in Detroit, we don't want to hear people sing. I don't put out a project of singing stuff because I know most of my listeners is from Detroit. So I got like singing music and stuff, but I put like one song on a project singing or something. I'm not gonna force 5-6 songs of me harmonizing or something on a project of people that want to hear a loud ass bass beat and rough trench rap, like
Right.
Like,
and if the singing record go, it go.
It might go.
You know what I'm saying?
If it go, it do. But if it doesn't, I still got this for you. You still gonna love this. You might try to listen to this, but for the most part, you gonna do this.
Right. It's smart. I'm not gonna lie. And it's funny because I was on your gram and like your comments is filled because they're like the snippet of like you and T keeps going around and shit like that, and people just like drop that shit. And obviously you got the project out, so I'm sure people just want to know like when that's gonna eventually come too.
Me and T working on the EP right now.
Joint EP.
Yeah.
Fire.
We gonna call it Controversy. There's a lot of controversial stuff that come between me and him in the city and stuff like that. So it's like we gonna call it Controversy. We actually working on it right now. I went out to LA to work with him last week. So when me and T drop that, that's gonna fuck the streets up for real.
Now, do you think, because obviously, you mentioned the controversy and you've spoken on it before, do you think that like this will also kind of like help with things too?
For sure. Because I Like when people, I want a lot of rappers and musicians to like, especially in our like genre, like hip hop and stuff. Sometimes you gotta separate your personal life and your music life. Like this is your business. So it's like having an attitude and drama and stuff. It might pay you like far as like disc records and stuff, but longevity, like you gotta work with people. Like you know, you gotta work with people even if you're not. That's not your best friend or something like that. You may have to work with somebody. I'm on a label now, so a lot of decisions are made for me. So I play a big role in what I do, but it's not just me that matter. Like it's a bunch of voices that matter. So it's about what helps all of us come into a common goal.
Right. I like that because, you know, I think that's why I be trying to tell, like, the kids out here. I'm like, yo, bro, like, your diss records is cool for the moment, right? It's going to get a lot of views, whatever, but, like, you can't eat off that song 10 years from now.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
It's about longevity. It's like, just like me and T was talking about this. It's artists that the label, like, handicapped them by, like, doing everything for them. They give them change. They pay their bills. But the artists got less, and they the biggest artists in the world or the biggest artists in their region. And then there's an artist that may not be as popular or the biggest artist in the world, but they maintain it. They take less from the label, and they do a lot of leg work for themselves, and they got more money than everybody. But they know how to hustle and do that. So it's like, it's about longevity for me. It ain't even just about instant gratification. Like, I don't really need that.
Yeah, which is what a lot of people search for nowadays. Like, they're just like, damn, like, I dropped this one record, and it ain't do nothing. But then, like, hypothetically, like, a diss record. It's like, 100K, that's what people want. But it's just what people want for the moment. It's not what people want long term.
Yeah, like, when you say you diss somebody, like, and you get 1 million views, you got to diss a different person every week or every month or every year. Life too short for that. I don't even be wanting to be mad. Like, I'm enjoying my success, the little success that I got. I rather enjoy it. I don't want to be mad. Like, notice a lot of rappers are fueled by anger and, like, drama and stuff like that. Like, that make them, even, like, some, like, R&B singers. It's some R&B singers that, like, they want a man to make them mad. That's make them their best music.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be like that. I want to be able to make music regardless. So that's just for me, though.
Word. I like that, though. It shows that you have, like, a good head on your shoulders and, like, you know, even, like, with that and just kind of going beyond that and just doing the EP with T is just, like, it just kind of lines up, like, you know, the fact that you're just trying to make a better way for whoever comes after you. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be the kids that, you know, we were just talking about before. Like, it's about, like, okay, what can we do to make sure that the next generation is better than us?
For sure.
And what we doing. So what we got coming up next? What are we doing this year? We got a tour. We got anything else? We got the obviously collab project with T.
Got the collab project with T.
We Eat the Most out now.
We Eat the Most out now. After the T project, I'm gonna drop That's More Like It. I'm trying to work with more people, like industry artists and even some underground artists. Like, I want to tap in everywhere I go. I'm booked. I'm booked from here to June. So like now to June, I'm booked. So I'm just trying to further my career, like in any way that I can, like further the brand, push more people. Like, so that's all I got for this year. Try to be the biggest artist for the label that I can.
Word, man. Well, I'm excited. Well, by the time people see this, the freestyle's out now. I think you want to try to get them the performance song. We'll see how much time we have. We'll try to do that for you too. Look, see, I got y'all. Gio looking at me upset. She looking at me happy. We're going to figure it out. But the freestyle's out now by the time y'all see this. It's been a while since we had a Detroit artist on the show, so make sure you go check that out. Before we get out of here, let the people know where they can follow you at. Anything else you want to let the fans know? Now's the time to do it. This camera right here.
That camera right there?
Yes, sir.
Right there. I'm Skilla, baby. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, or anything you want to follow me on at _Skilla, baby. If I'm on there, it's under that. You know I got offensive, but y'all can't have that.
There you go. Well, make sure you go follow him. Go run up the project out now. New project with T on the way. Go show him some love. Go show him some support. Love is free. Support is free. But y'all already knew that. Till next time, Skilla, baby. On the radar. Detroit in the building. We out. Boom.